Hey everyone, welcome back. 2019, February 2019 to be exact. Not done anything yet this year, so I'm going to start with this engine. It's been sitting here for a while, time to clean it up, strip it down a bit, see what's going on inside. So before I start doing anything, I'm going to take a walk around, look at everything, get it on video, make sure that it all goes back the way it was. So I've had this engine for close to 6 years. It's just been sitting here, sitting outside. God knows what I've done to the inside of it with the rain coming down. Oh, it's a bit dark there. When I got the engine at a swap meet, I was told it was a small block Chevy 350 70s engine, and it was in good running order when he removed it from whatever it was he got it from. Now, before I continue, I had to make sure of what the engine actually was, so I had to locate the engine code numbers. Okay, two locations that you have to check: one at the back, then here, and that number kind of gives you a rough idea of the size of the engine and the age of the engine. Okay, but it's not very accurate. It worked out there was either a 350 or a 30, whatever the smaller version is of the small block. So that wasn't pretty good, because I really wanted to know if it was a 350 or not. The other code is at the front on this. Now this has required a lot of cleaning up to find actually what it was, and this number is really accurate. I'll try and find the page that I found all the details for, and I'll put it in a link at the bottom of the video. But that code basically tells me that this engine is a 350, so a 5.7 litre, and it came from a 1975 Camaro convertible, to be precise. So the page I found is really quite detailed. I've not even taken the oil out. I figured if I was going to have this engine sitting for a while, I would leave the oil in so that nothing really dried up in important places. So I need to drain the oil, take the filter off, and probably have to drain out some water, which I'll turn it upside down for so that it doesn't run into the wrong places. Okay, that's enough of a walk around of this so far. I'll set it up in a time lapse to make it a bit quicker. Speak to you soon. So far, it's not great. Okay, I removed the sump plug, and yes, lots of oil now, but when I first opened it, it just poured out about a gallon of water. Good news is the water was quite clean, there was no rust in it or anything, but it just means that the whole bottom end of this engine has been sitting in water for a few years. So I will need to take off the sump, just thoroughly clean that out. You can't have any water in that part of the engine at least. Sucks. Okay, stay tuned. Moment of truth, people. I cheated. I had a sneak peek. It's not good. Oh, great. Right. Let's take a closer look. So this side, not the worst, okay, that'll probably be able to be cleaned up. I don't actually know what used to live there, but if you look at the head, definitely had something interesting living there. Not sure what that used to be. Butterfly maybe. Spiders in this one. That one looks clean. Valves must have been shut. Valves are shut in that one, so that was clean. Other side. Not great. Not great. Cylinders are even worse on that side. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't even know if this is worth fixing. I need to do a bit of research, see if it's worth stripping down or if it's scrap. Oh well. So, after the initial shock of taking the heads off and seeing the disaster, I thought I may as well try and clean it up. Right, for those of a nervous disposition and engine perfectionists, you might want to look away now. You gone? Good. Here's what I'm using. I'm using a drill with a soft brass brush. Okay, I figured that the pistons are pretty much fucked and it's not going to make much difference. So here's how they turned out. Now I did the drill at a slow speed because obviously I didn't want to scratch it. Well, didn't want to scratch it any more than it was going to get scratched. But I've turned out okay. A lot of the pistons, well, 3 of the pistons on this side have got little chunks. I'm guessing maybe a spark plug tip broke off during its life and they've just taken little chunks out, but it really shouldn't make much of a difference. I'll wet and dry them down, make them smooth. I should point out, I'm not building a race car, I just want something that moves. So if these work, fine, I can play with it for a while. This side's much the same. I know from this angle they look brand new, but they're really not. There's no major damage. You can see that. We think this piston has been replaced. I don't know if it's been rebored, but you can see minor scuffing where I've used the wire wheel. But considering it's got numbers and letters stamped, I really don't think a couple of surface scratches is going to make much difference. Okay, I'll put this on a stand and I'll rotate the engine. So what I'm really pleased with is, despite all the crap that was down the bores, I'm going to turn the engine over or rotate the crank. It actually moves really smooth. I don't have any scoring that way in the bores, which I'm quite pleased with. No fouling at all. Same on the other side, I won't bother filming the other side. But I'm pleased so far. Let's see, I've got some pitting around here, so I might lose a little bit of compression down the way into the sump. So I might get a bit of extra oil pressure. Might smoke a little bit, you know. But hey, it's a hot rod. If it's really bad, obviously I'll need to reconsider. and when it comes to the final clean, I'll use a compressor and blow any air out the way. I don't want anything down at the piston rings. So the next step is to clean up the heads. Of course the heads look just as bad as the pistons did. That one especially, that's nasty. Also nasty. Really nasty. So rather than fight with the valves in position, got myself a little spring compressor. It's not going to work, I'll need to extend it. Try to do it one-handed. I need to extend this that way and possibly extend this and this. Yeah, I should have just bought the right one, but it was $65 I didn't have, so that was $23 that I did have. I'll make it work. Okay, I'll set these up on a vise or whatever and get ready to remove all the valves. Well, my coil spring modification needed more modification. Okay, so I extended it from there obviously up to there, but when I tried it, this just started to bend, so it's just not strong enough. It's designed for small lawnmower engine type things, you know. So added another bit of metal here, found a nice big steel washer which is going to fit nicely around the top of the spring. Okay, let's try it out. All that just to get these little guys out. Collets, I believe they're called. And then when I release this, the spring should come away from the valve. I should point out, the expensive tools have got a lever that you just pull, it locks in, you can do all that, but I'm a cheap Scotsman and I've got plenty of time, so I don't mind. I should wear safety glasses in case this springs out and blinds me. I'm going to keep all these together. Ta-da! So obviously I'll need to clean all that. I'll need to get a little grinding paste kit so I can seat these properly again. Before I go any further, I'm going to get another bit of cardboard, mark it all, because I want these going back exactly the places they come out of.